My beloved child, we need to talk now. Yes, we need to talk now because it's urgent. You have wandered far in your thoughts, in your struggles, in your distractions, and in your fears. I have seen you holding things together with fraying threads, smiling when your heart is aching, and pretending you are fine while you are silently screaming. I see all of it. Nothing is hidden from me, not your pain, not your confusion, not your longing, and not your silence. I hear even the unspoken words of your soul. I feel the weight you carry, some of it from your choices, some of it from the world, and some of it simply because your heart is still learning how to let me carry what you were never meant to hold alone. I did not design you to walk this path apart from me. You were never meant to figure everything out on your own. The burdens you carry, the questions that haunt you at night, the memories you replay like they will somehow give you different answers, all of them are known to me. I see the days you push forward out of sheer determination, and I honor your endurance. But I need to tell you, you were not created for survival mode. You were created for communion with me, for peace, for joy, for light in the midst of the shadows. You have tried to be strong, but my strength is made perfect not in your pretending, but in your surrender. Come, child. Sit with me. Not just for a moment, not just out of habit, but truly sit. Let your heart speak, even if all it can do is cry. I am here. I have been waiting, not with condemnation, not with judgment, but with arms wide open. The world has offered you many voices, some loud, some persuasive, some terrifying, but none of those voices love you like I do. None of those voices created your soul before the foundations of the earth were laid. None of them know the number of hairs on your head. None of them wept with you in the dark. I did. I do. You may not understand everything right now. You may feel like your life is a puzzle with too many missing pieces, or a song stuck in a dissonant note. But I see the whole picture. I hear the full symphony. What you see as disorder, I see as becoming. What you see as loss, I see as pruning for growth. What you see as delay, I see as protection. Every moment of your life is known to me, and not 1 second has been wasted, not the heartbreak, not the failure, not even the moments you turned away. I have used all of it to draw you deeper. I have waited for this moment, this now, this exact breath, so that you may hear me more clearly than ever before. Do not be afraid. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it is alignment. I am removing what cannot remain and making room for what is eternal. The people who left, the doors that closed, the things that didn't work out, they were not punishments. They were redirections. They were mercies in disguise. I am leading you, even when you don't see the path beneath your feet. I am guiding you through the storm, not just to get you out of it, but to reveal myself to you in the midst of it. It is in the storm that your faith is refined, your trust is deepened, and your heart is tuned to my voice. You are not alone, and you never have been. The enemy has whispered lies to you, telling you that you are forgotten, unworthy, or that you have failed too greatly to come back. But I say to you now, nothing can separate you from my love. Not your past, not your present confusion, not your mistakes, not your doubt. I do not love as the world loves. My love is not fragile. It does not waver when you stumble. It does not diminish when you doubt. I am not ashamed of you. I am not tired of you. I am not distant from you. I have placed eternity in your heart, and that is why nothing else satisfies. That is why no relationship, no achievement, no possession has ever been able to fill that ache within you. That ache is holy. It is a reminder that you belong to me, that you are made for more, that you are passing through this world, not to escape it, but to transform it through my spirit within you. The same power that raised my son from the grave lives in you. Do not forget that. Do not live as if you are powerless. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a vessel of my glory. The time is urgent, not because I want you to panic, but because there is a shifting happening, both around you and within you. I am calling you to step into alignment with my purpose. I am calling you to shed the old skin of fear and shame, and to walk boldly in the identity I have given you. You are my child. You are my beloved. You are not here by accident. The world may have tried to label you, define you, dismiss you, or break you, but my word over you is the final word. And my word declares that you are chosen, redeemed, called, set apart. Stop hiding. Stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for the fire I've placed in you. I have not called you to fit in. I have called you to shine, to be salt and light, to speak truth with grace, to walk in love, not compromise. There is a boldness I am awakening in you, not a harshness, not pride, but a holy confidence that comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to map out every step. You simply need to follow me. One step at a time. I will provide what you need. I will open doors no man can shut. I will give you words when you stand before the impossible. I will be your strength when you feel weak, your peace when the storm rages, your anchor when the winds try to pull you under. Keep your eyes on me. Do not look to the right or the left. Do not compare your journey to others. I am writing a unique story with your life, one that will touch hearts in ways you can't yet imagine. There is more to come, more healing, more growth, more joy. I know it's hard to hope again, especially when hope has led to disappointment. But I am not the God of false hopes. When I promise, I fulfill. I am not slow in keeping my promises, as some understand slowness. I am patient. I am precise. I am purposeful. Every delay has had a reason. Every closed door protected you. Every waiting season prepared you. Now, beloved, I ask you to trust me again. To give me your heart, not just the pieces you think are presentable, but all of it, the broken parts, the weary parts, the angry and confused parts. I want all of you, because I love all of you. My healing is not partial. My restoration is not shallow. I do not patch wounds, I transform them. I do not just comfort pain, I resurrect purpose from it. This is the time to come out of hiding, to put down the mask, to stop pretending that you're okay when you're not, and to let me meet you in your reality. I am not afraid of your mess. I am not distant from your struggle. I want to walk with you through every valley and lift you to every mountaintop. Not for the sake of the journey itself, but for the closeness that it brings between us. Come back to me with your whole heart. Not in guilt, but in trust. Not in fear, but in love. My mercy is new every morning, not just for others, but for you. I do not keep a record of wrongs. I am not waiting for you to earn my approval. You already have my affection. You are already the apple of my eye. You are already welcomed at my table. I long for you, not your perfection. I want your presence, your honesty, your love. This moment is holy, not because of anything you have done, but because I am here, right now, speaking to you, calling you deeper. This is not just another message. This is not just inspiration. This is invitation. Will you come? Will you lay down what no longer serves you? Will you let go of the false identities you've clung to? Will you dare to believe that I am as good as I say I am? My beloved child, listen closely now, for what I am about to speak to you goes deeper than mere explanation. It is revelation meant for the innermost part of your being. You have cried out to me, asking why things have unfolded the way they have. You have asked why certain paths were blocked, why some people walked away, why storms arrived so suddenly, and why the dreams you held with trembling hope seemed to shatter before your eyes. You have looked for answers in places that cannot give them, and you have carried silent questions like weights around your soul. But I, the Lord your God, do not leave you confused. I do not abandon you in the mystery. I walk with you through it, and now I speak light into that darkness. Do you not know, my child, that every circumstance you have endured has been allowed under my watchful eye? Not one moment of your journey has escaped my attention. Not one hardship, not one heartbreak, not one delay has been without purpose. You see with limited vision, and you feel with a heart that is still healing, but I see the full story. I see the beginning and the end. I see who you are becoming through the very things you thought would break you. Understand this: circumstances are not the enemy. Circumstances are the chisels I sometimes use to shape what is eternal in you. When the winds of life blow hard against your foundations, they do not come to destroy, but to reveal where your roots are planted. When the fire comes, it does not burn to consume, but to refine. I am the master potter, and you, my beloved, are the clay. And yes, the shaping may feel painful, but the vessel I am forming from your life is not one of ordinary use. It is holy. It is set apart. It is sacred. You have wondered why the path seemed longer for you than for others. You have watched others run ahead, seemingly blessed, seemingly favored, while you have had to wait in silence, endure in stillness, and walk through valleys that felt endless. But do not compare your process to another's. I do not write duplicate stories. Each life I create has a distinct rhythm, a unique calling, a divine orchestration. And your path, though winding, though shadowed at times, has always been directed by my hand. I was not punishing you in the delay. I was preparing you in the delay. What looks like stagnation is often transformation hidden from the eyes of man. The deepest truths of who you are, your identity, your calling, your purpose are often uncovered not in comfort, but in conflict. You discover your courage when fear surrounds you. You discover your capacity for love when betrayal tests you. You learn forgiveness when you have been deeply wounded. You learn endurance when you are given no option but to continue. These things do not arise from ease. They are birthed in the wilderness, in the breaking, in the moments when you lean not on your own understanding but on me. Look again at your past not with regret, but with revelation. What tried to destroy you did not succeed. What came to silence you could not still the whisper of your purpose. What felt like loss was often a doorway into something eternal. I did not cause every storm, but I used every storm. I turned ashes into beauty. I turned mourning into joy. I turned weakness into strength. And in the process, I revealed to you a glimpse of who you really are, not what the world says, not what failure says, not even what your fears say, but what I say. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by what I placed inside of you. And what I placed in you, no man, no system, no failure, no disappointment can take away. You are not just a survivor, you are an overcomer. You are not just getting by, you are being equipped. Even when you didn't understand it, I was teaching you. Even when your heart was breaking, I was building in you a resilience, a compassion, a wisdom, a humility that no book or sermon could teach. I let life teach you, but I stood beside you through it all. You see, purpose is not merely what you do, it is who you become. And every circumstance in your life has been a classroom for becoming. When you were abandoned, I was teaching you that my presence is faithful. When you were rejected, I was drawing you deeper into the truth that you are accepted by me. When everything around you changed, I was anchoring you in the unchanging reality of my love. When you lost what you thought you couldn't live without, I showed you that I am your source, your sustainer, you're enough. You have cried out for clarity, and here is the truth: your true purpose is not found in the titles you hold, the achievements you reach, or the applause you receive. It is found in walking with me. It is found in knowing me. It is found in becoming more like my Son, in letting my Spirit flow through your words, your actions, your presence. You are made to carry glory, not your own, but mine. And that glory shines brightest when it has passed through the fire of life and still chooses to reflect my goodness. Do not despise what you have walked through. Do not curse the seasons that left you with scars. Those scars are not signs of failure, they are testimonies. They are evidence that you endured, that you overcame, that you grew. They are the places where heaven touched your pain and transformed it into power. You have more authority now because of what you survived. You carry a deeper compassion now because of what you lacked. You speak with more weight now because you've lived the words you say. That is purpose being born in you, not in ease, but in truth. And now I am calling you to rise, to see that nothing has been wasted, to stop waiting for some perfect moment and realize this is the moment. This is the time to walk in what you've learned, to speak what you've lived, to give what you have received. Your story carries glory, not despite your pain, but because of it. You are a living testimony that I redeem, that I restore, that I raise the dead places back to life. Do not wait for perfect conditions to begin. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you, beloved, are called. Called to shine where there has been darkness. Called to bring healing where there has been hurt. Called to love where there has been hate. Called to build what others tore down. Every trial trained you for this. Every tear watered the soil of your destiny. Every disappointment hollowed out deeper places for my Spirit to fill. And now I am pouring into you, not just for yourself, but for others. You see, purpose is never just about you. It is always connected to others. The comfort you received from me was never meant to stop with you, it is meant to flow through you. The wisdom you gained in your trials is meant to guide someone else. The peace you learned to hold in chaos is meant to be a shelter for those still in the storm. This is how my kingdom works. Nothing is wasted. Everything is redeemed. Even now I am stirring up gifts in you, gifts you forgot. Gifts you buried, gifts you feared were gone forever. But they are not gone. They are awakening. They have been hidden, not lost. Hidden for the right time. And this is the time. This is the season. Do not fear the stretching. Do not resist the calling. Say yes, even if your voice trembles. Say yes, even if you feel unprepared. I will meet you in the yes. I will go before you. I will walk beside you. I will fill your mouth when you speak. I will cover your back when you move forward. I will be your everything, just as I always have been. My child, lift your eyes. I have not forsaken you. The trials were not evidence of my absence, they were invitations to deeper intimacy. You know me more now than you did before. You trust me more now than you did before. And that trust, that faith refined in fire, is the foundation of your purpose. Not what the world applauds, but what heaven sees. A heart that still believes, still hopes, still says yes to me. I see the seeds you planted in seasons of pain. I see the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. I see the sacrifices you made that no one else noticed. And I will reward you, not always in the ways you expect, but always in the ways that matter most. I am not unjust. I do not forget your labor of love. I will bring fruit from what you thought was buried. I will bring light from what you thought was over. I will redeem every piece. Now go forth not in fear, but in faith. You do not need every detail. You need only to trust. Trust that I am with you. Trust that I am for you. Trust that nothing formed against you shall prosper. Trust that I will complete the work I began in you. The circumstances of your life are not random. They are woven with divine precision. And even when they seem chaotic, I am writing a story of redemption, beauty, and glory. This is your purpose, to know me, to reflect me, to walk with me, and to lead others into the same. Everything you've faced has trained you for this. Everything you've endured has strengthened you for this. Everything you've received has equipped you for this. You are ready not because you feel ready, but because I say you are. Rise, my child. The time is now. The world needs the light I have placed in you. Do not delay. Do not shrink back. You were born for this. You were chosen for this. You are prepared for this. And I am with you always, to the very end. Amen.